This video is independent training created by TripleTron and me, Marcus Miller. It is not official LeadsLeap training, and TripleTron is not owned, operated, or endorsed by LeadsLeap. Some links shared in this training may be affiliate links, which means we may earn a commission if you choose to join or upgrade through them at no extra cost to you. This training is for educational purposes only. Results are not guaranteed. Your results depend on your own effort, consistency, marketing activity, follow-up traffic, and business decisions. Hello, I am Marcus Miller, and welcome to Day 11 of the TripleTron LeadsLeap Masterclass 30-Day Launch Sprint. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most powerful trust builders in online marketing, consistency. A lot of people think trust is built from one perfect email, one perfect capture page, one perfect video, one perfect offer. But that is not usually how trust works. Trust is built over time. It is built when people hear from you regularly. It is built when your message stays clear. It is built when your follow-up continues to show up without being confusing, pushy, or random. That is why consistency matters. When someone joins your list, they may not be ready to take action immediately. They may need time. They may need to understand the system. They may need to see that you are serious. They may need to hear the message more than once. Your follow-up helps create that ongoing connection, but only if it is consistent. If someone joins your list and hears from you once, then never hears from you again, the relationship goes cold. They may forget who you are. They may forget why they joined. They may forget what they were interested in. But if your follow-up continues in a simple, helpful way, you stay present. That does not mean you need to email people every hour. It does not mean you need to pressure them. It means you need to keep showing up with helpful, clear, and relevant messages. Consistency creates familiarity. Familiarity helps build trust, and trust helps people feel more comfortable taking the next step. Now let's talk about what consistent follow-up looks like. It does not have to be complicated. A consistent follow-up sequence may look like this. Day 1, welcome them. Day 2, explain why building a list matters. Day 3, introduce the system. Day 4, give them a simple setup step. Day 5, explain the importance of follow-up. Day 6, encourage them to keep going. Day 7, invite them to take the next action. That is a simple path. Each message has a purpose. Each message moves the prospect forward, and the reader begins to understand what you are teaching. Now compare that to random follow-up. One day you talk about traffic, the next email jumps to something unrelated, then you disappear for 2 weeks, then you send a hard sales message, then you vanish again. That kind of follow-up feels disconnected. It does not build trust. It feels like the sender does not have a plan. That is why your follow-up should have rhythm. A rhythm means your messages have order. They build on each other. They guide the reader step by step. This is one of the reasons LeadsLeap SendSteed can be powerful. Once you create your follow-up sequence, it can help you deliver your messages automatically. Every new lead can begin receiving the same guided path. That gives your marketing more structure. Instead of trying to manually remember who needs what message, your autoresponder helps keep the process consistent. That is how you start building a system. Now, consistency is not just about timing. It is also about tone. Your emails should sound like they are coming from the same person. If one email sounds helpful and calm, then the next email sounds desperate and aggressive. That creates a disconnect. People notice that. Keep your tone steady. Be helpful. Be clear. Be confident. Be honest. Do not switch into hype mode just because you want someone to click. Your tone should build trust, not pressure. Consistency is also about your message. If you are teaching people to build a list, follow up, use simple tools, and take daily action, keep that message clear throughout your follow-up. Do not confuse them by constantly changing direction. Your subscribers should begin to understand what you stand for. They should know your message, and again, they should know your training path. They should know what kind of help they can expect from you. That is how you become more memorable. Now, here is something very important. Consistency does not mean perfection. You do not need perfect emails. You do not need perfect wording. You do not need a perfect system before you start. You need a message that helps people move forward. Then you can improve it over time. A lot of marketers never build their follow-up because they keep waiting until everything is perfect. But a simple, consistent campaign is better than a perfect campaign that never gets launched. Start with what you have. Keep it clear, keep it honest, keep improving. That is how real progress happens. Now let's talk about how many emails you need. You do not need to build 100 emails right away. Start with a short sequence. 5 to 7 messages is enough to begin. A welcome message, a problem message, a solution message, a setup step, a follow-up lesson, an encouragement message, a next action message. That gives you a foundation. Once that is built, you can add more messages over time. The key is to keep the sequence organized. Each email should have one purpose. Each email should connect to the bigger path. Each email should keep the relationship alive. Now, if you already have your first few messages created, day 11 is about looking at your sequence as a whole. Ask yourself, does this campaign feel organized? Does each email build on the previous one? Am I showing up consistently? Does my tone feel steady? Does the reader know what to do next? If the answer is yes, you are building trust through consistency. If the answer is no, do not worry. Just clean it up one message at a time. Today's action step is simple. Open your LeadsLeap SendSteed follow-up campaign. Look at the messages you have created so far. Put them in a logical order. Make sure the first message welcomes the reader. Make sure the next messages teach, guide, and encourage them. Check that each email has one clear next step. If you only have 1 or 2 emails, add one more today. The goal is to keep building your sequence, one message at a time. That is day 11 of the TripleTron LeadsLeap Masterclass. Today you learned that trust is not built by showing up once. Trust is built by showing up consistently with helpful, clear, and honest messages. When your follow-up has rhythm, your prospects are more likely to understand you, remember you, and trust the process. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about what not to say in your emails because certain words, claims, and habits can hurt trust before the reader ever takes action. Subscribe to the channel, complete today's action step, and I will see you in day 12.